¿Quién soy yo? Muchas gracias, Delia, por la introducción. Me llamo Lucy Arellano Hernández Castañeda Larios Reyes Lechuga Luna Calgary. Homage to our ancestors, right? Yo soy chicana. Mis padres son de Guadalajara y de Aguascalientes. I was born and raised in East LA. Yo vivo en lo que Gloria Anzaldúa llama Nepantla. My grandfather was a campesino who never knew how to read or write. My father's formal schooling ended at 6th grade. My mother completed middle school. As immigrants, my parents became factory workers. I am first in my family to go to college. I am a product of the Los Angeles Unified School District. I'm a product of public schooling. The applauses are cutting into the 10 minutes. I apologize. I didn't mean it that way. And here comes the higher scholar in me, right? So if we take 100 elementary school Latino students, these are all Latinos and Latinas, so los dos. If we start off with 100 Latinos in elementary school, for example, if I'm talking about my story, for 100 of those that started school with me, 46 graduate high school. I was one of 46 to graduate from my cohort. From those, I was one of 8 to complete a bachelor's degree. Y le seguimos. I was one of 2 that completed graduate school. And then finally, I am a 0.2 fraction of a person to graduate with a doctorate. Through the pipeline, we see these extremely underrepresented, and it's across all segments, as we'll hear from the other mujeres chingonas on the panel here. In higher education, we have less than 3% full-time faculty and administrators as Latinos, less than 3%. In preparation for this talk, I called one of the Latina college presidents that I know. It's amazing to hear me say that. I know a Latina college president. Dr. Mili Garcia, who is the president of California State University Fullerton. And I asked her, hey, how many other Latina college presidents are there across the nation? She said, there are 5 of us across the entire nation. 5. Plenty of room for growth. I want to share with you my story, one story, not the story, but one story. So I left home when I was 18, like you know, I'm from East LA, and I went to Ann Arbor, Michigan. 5 minutes, okay. 2 extremely very different cities. I didn't know anyone there. I landed to do this college thing, whatever that meant, right? First time leaving home, I didn't know anyone there. I just landed with my 2 maletas and said, okay, let's do this college thing, whatever that is. How many of you remember being 18? How many are you 18 right now? How many of you, and I know this is gonna be hard, how many of you don't like to read? I despised reading when I was 18. I'll put that on it. I hated reading. I didn't know why. And when I went to my first English class at the University of Michigan, it's required, I told that to my TA, and the next class session, he said, here's your reading list. Go to the library, find these books, and read them. Back when it was not digital yet. And I found the thinnest book on that list, and it was this one, Cultura by Jose Antonio Murciaga. At that moment, never again would my life be the same. I realized that the reason why I hated reading was because everything I had to read for school had nothing to do with who I was. In this book, I found myself. And it was my gateway, right, to the Sandra Cisneroses, the Gloria Anzaldúas, and other authors. So for me, it took moving 2,000 miles away from home to know who I was and where I came from.